She's Victoria.
Hello, you guys.
She's Victoria.
Victoria.
She's Victoria.
So welcome you guys to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun on our
Victoria.
20th of July 2021.
Oh my God, guys. We're going to have so much fun today.
And the title of today's show is Secrets of Persistence.
Oh, I don't even know what that group is.
When 3D reality ignores you, don't do this.
Welcome to another exciting episode of I'm 3D Reality, and I'm ignoring Victoria. Victoria.
So go to freeneville.com.
easymanifesting.com. Go sign up, do that. By the way, don't quit. Right? So many people, they get partway through and it's like, but I got busy, Mr. 20. I couldn't devote 10 minutes a day to fix my fucking life.
Easy Manifesting. So it's free and fun. Fun and free.
It is. But if you don't do it, here's the thing. So many people, they are honest to God. They're addicted to I always get behind on everything and my life sucks. I'm always under pressure and I suck. Right?
Always behind on everything.
Well, meanwhile,
yes.
easymanifesting.com.
Join. Oh, hang on. I can feel a burp almost.
Oh, don't do it near the mic.
No, it's okay. Join our 90-day adventure at Manifesting Mastery, course.com.
Now that, too, takes about 15 to 25 minutes a day total, right? Do the lesson and the homework for 90 days, $97. If you do the math, it's like $1.09 a day or something like that. Like, next time you count out 9 pennies, for you people that still have pennies, we don't.
No, we don't.
We don't even have dollar bills here in Australia. We have dollar coins.
Or $2 bills. We got $2 coins.
We got, well, in the US they've got $2 bills.
And they're thinking of scrapping the $5 note and getting a $5 coin.
Oh my God, imagine all the change comes from within.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's why if you want to be a stripper, you come to Australia, because you the lowest you can get is a 5 spot. Compared to those places like in Florida I used to go to.
$5. Seriously?
Oh, yeah,
what,
yeah.
tuck in the ladies'
undies?
undies?
Yeah, you tuck a oneer in.
Or the G-string.
Come on over, sweetheart. Let me give you a $1 bill.
Oh, God.
Yeah, hashtag.
Is that all I'm worth?
Yeah, hashtag it if you've done it, right? Hashtag Dr. Brian if you put a oneer in the...
Dr. Brian.
See, that'll teach him not to show up.
Right.
not to show up.
What's happening with today's show?
So today it's Secrets of Persistence. Now we're going to show you a whole bunch of things not to do. Right? A lot of this is philosophy drives technology, and you guys in Triple D have noticed this because everyone's got these little short stories. Oh, and which are really their philosophies. Yeah. And we're going to just demolish some of those today. Ready, okay. Victoria?
Yes.
Olive is drinking yogurt today. Total badass, Olive. Brian says, I've never put $1 in. I'll put a $1 in. What do you do? You use nickels? Right? Yeah, those are nickels, right?
But add a what? A B in there.
A nickel, dollar, baller.
A bone in. Oh!
Oh no, we're gonna have to demolish this show.
Sorry,
anyway, I think I saw Gaz.
If you add a B to 1, it becomes bone. I don't know if that's what he meant. All right. So we're up to the first part,
he is a linguist.
We've got a myth.
All right. So just read the myth part and then the first sentence.
Okay. Myth. Give your goal a date or a deadline.
I want my millions by Monday. Millionsbymonday.com.
Oh, and the first line. You must feel your desires are already realized, that they are already true.
Now, Neville talks about this naturalness with time and timing and stuff like that, right? So here's what I want you to notice, right? Every day, I talk about my Joseph Goddard thing, right? Who all knows it, right? Hashtag before the feet hit the floor, right? Yeah. I've nailed 5 to 12, 6 to 10, half a dozen to a dozen wishes before the feet hit the floor. Right? And one of them is always for lunch. Because let's face it, I like food. Right? And I like her liking food. So I always imagine my reaction to her yum. Right? I know when lunch is. Lunch for us tends to be about 12 to 1 o'clock, sometimes 1:30. For somebody's mother, lunch tends to be around 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I couldn't
Yeah. Possibly.
possibly be ready
Eat
for
my
lunch
breakfast before
before 4,
12.
right?
Yes.
So exactly, yeah. So yeah, naturalness, right? Play with that. If you're going to play with timing at all, the whole thing, do it in a way that's innocent, not like, well, a million by Monday be fun, solve all the problem. Lunch doesn't solve all the problems. Lunch is fun, right? It's natural to eat lunch at lunchtime. So
And you're saying that that's not a deadline then, really,
no,
because we're not saying it because, yeah.
exactly. Now, here's what happens, right? If I say Victoria lunch is by noon, right? There's
Yeah.
a little part of Victoria that goes, let me see how many things I can fucking push in to
Before
make it
noon.
12:01.
Coming.
Right?
Yeah.
Deadlines will screw you up in the most fascinating ways.
Yeah.
But lunchtime won't. Okay? You notice we're not persisting for lunch. Anyway, let's continue, Victoria.
Okay. So the rest of this quote?
No, skip the rest
Skip
of the
the
quote.
rest. We're
By the
going
way,
on to the
these are
next.
massive quotes. Anybody who wants the quotes, send me an email and put in, let me see, I need something to put in there. Persistence notes. And if you misspell persistence, I will not send you the notes.
Like you
Okay.
spelled it right. You did actually, but yeah.
Yeah, you have to spell persistence like I do. Right? That's the definition of right. Anyway, next.
Okay. The next myth. Oh, sorry. Just before we do that, or tune into feelitrealfun.com and go to the description notes,
I'll
and
be
they'll
there
be
too.
in there.
That's right.
2 ways to get it if you can't spell persistence. Right. The next myth. Remember, the universe has your back.
That's right.
And the first line is, do not be embarrassed when I tell you that you are God. Instead, walk believing you are that important.
All right, so the first thing, we talked about that thing called what? Lunch. Victoria's Yum. Oh, I love how that feels, right? So, again, there's a naturalness there, right? I mean, like, I know some people, they marry people to make them miserable. So, see, I married her because I like it when she's happy. Might as well hang out with someone like to be happy, right?
Yeah, rather than
So
someone that's miserable.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, right. So I wake up in the morning and go, right, what could I naturally give life to? Really easy. We know when lunch is. Boom, right? So there's no pressure of a deadline, meaning I have to persist for lunch because it's highly unlikely she'll ever be satisfied. She's a woman. Number 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, notice how we take care of all that bullshit right up the top. What?
Yeah.
Damn it. Fuck. And number 2. What was number 2 there? Because I've got to tell. Oh yeah, the universe has your back. Right.
Yeah.
In order to do that, in order to I'm persisting because I know the universe has my back. Yeah, that's like you're small and you got backup. Right? That's not the way to manifest.
Yeah.
Right? That if you're feeling small, I gotta persist against all. It's like standing while the floodwaters are smashing into you. Right? I'm persisting. Well, the universe has my back. No. Right? Your awareness of being is God. How you are aware of money determines how it shows up in your life. If you're aware of a small amount of money today and a big amount of money someday, I mean, then you got to persist, right? The universe does not have your back. You are what gives life. You get it? So this eliminates that feeling of persist. Number 3, Victoria.
Just
sorry.
one thing. Kadra said, so all deadlines are irrelevant, even if the ones that are given by others. She's just wanting clarification.
I find paying the electric bill when it arrives really useful.
Yeah, rather than
Right.
getting the shut-off notice.
See, this is what I tell my buddy. We'll call him Square. Right? I say Square. Like when the electric bill comes in, I pay it the moment it hits the fucking desk. Right? Sometimes I wait till after nap time.
Square.
Yeah.
I'm a bit slow sometimes.
Yeah.
Taking things.
Yeah. So we're not going to name his cube.
Yeah.
So when the electric bill hits the desk, unless it's fucking nap time or we're like 2 fingers into a thing of whiskey, right? It's like that the bill gets paid when it hits the desk, right? The reason why is because it's like getting 10% more income.
Well, it is actually, because we get that much discount.
Yeah, we
don't
get a 10% discount.
Yeah.
Right? And if I pay it late, I get a 20% fine. So that's like a 30% difference, right? And then I have to dick around and stuff. So it's like, I don't. Fuck the deadline. Is that Tony Doyle? I think I saw somebody. Anyway, we'll call him Tony Doyle. Hey, Tony Doyle, right? Yeah. Why dick around with deadlines? Because one of these days you always discover it's the end of the fucking day. And you gotta get one more thing fucking done before I can go to bed. you used to do that.
Oh, no.
Right? Right? Yeah. On the other hand, right, whenever it's like, you know what? Yeah, boom. Yeah, the moment you feel desire, that's when you move into its assumption, but more on that later.
Okay, more.
Yes.
Cool. The next myth.
By the way, you'll notice the less you give attention to deadlines, the less you have to. Double your income, work half the time. Double your income, work half the time. Again, there's no deadline as far as how fast you get to do that 2, 3, 4 times in a row, but it's just fun.
Okay.
What is wrong with my dog?
I don't know. I think he's doing it to Bruce,
He's
but I'm not
jerking his
sure.
chain.
The next myth. Daydreaming is feeling it real.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sit down and you predetermine what you want to hear and you listen until you hear it.
I notice a lot of people, they'll daydream about their wish a lot. I daydream, believer, I'm hoping it's coming Monday, for million Monday, that kind of thing. And they just stick around forever. Versus Neville says something very particular about feeling it real. Yeah, you do what, imagine what implies your wish is fulfilled, and you nail that. And I love this particular example because he says, listen, predetermine what you want to hear. You don't walk around affirming it every day like you're constipated, right? Now, by the way, anyone here ever have to take a shit really bad and Victoria's in the pooper, right? We've got one pooper in our house, which is good, right? It's not a big house, right? It's big enough for us, right? Sometimes, right? But it's big enough for us sometimes. But there's the time where you got to take a poop, and she's in there, and it's like, Victoria, what are you doing? And she goes, a crossword. It's like, yeah, up time.
It's time.
Yeah, wipe and dipe, let's go. Right?
Wipe and dipe. Yeah.
That's like doing affirmations. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. But what does Neville say to do? Predetermine
What you want to hear.
what you want to hear, and listen until you hear it. Okay, remember his telephone thing? His buddy called up and said, Neville, I'm fucked. Neville said, I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to hear what I need to hear. And Neville didn't leave the chair until he heard it. Right? There's the thing. Right? I don't leave the chair till I heard it. Yeah, a friend of mine sent me, she's from the UK, sent me an email saying I'm pretty fucked. And it's like, right. I don't leave the keyboard till I read, same thing, what I choose to read. She just sent an email saying, hey, that's all taken care of. Yeah, right? Boom. Right? And I don't sit here and make my eyeballs pop out or make it take 10 hours. Like, Emmett, Jesus Christ. Look at Brucey back there, all laid back. Just ignoring him.
Oh, cleaning his foot.
See, look at Emmett right there. See, where's Emmett? Right there. Right off my shoulder.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh, my God. You're right
There's
there.
Emmett. There's Bruce.
But you listen until you hear it.
Yep.
When you get in the habit of one wish, one session, you're not going to be doing the other thing, which is like, well, I'm imagining all my wishes. Like, I've got one big-ass scene, takes me 45 minutes, brainwave recordings, persist. I've been doing it every day for 3 years for 3 never mind. Next, Victoria.
The next myth, because small things are easier. Neville says individuals and nations alike are constantly violating this law. ...
Now, we left something out right there, but continue with that quote, Victoria.
They compromise with their ideals, thus taking from the word of God.
See, I was imagining up a good show. Yo, Bob, brisket, one each.
Yeah,
How you doing, buddy?
Bob.
So I was imagining up a really good show, so you know what I did instead?
What?
I didn't even do a podcast. I just wrote a headline. I didn't even publish it. I thought, fuck it, man. It is so much easier for me just to imagine up, like, well, not even writing a headline, but just sort of like having an idea. That's it. I had a great idea. That's easy for me to imagine,
Right,
having had
and
a
it's
great
all done and
idea.
dusted,
All
is
done
it?
and dusted. But no,
Sounds
you
a bit
see,
like the daydreaming, yeah.
See, I imagine what implies we had a great show. And it'll be your shares, right? Your comments, that kind of thing. When we see people sharing, that tells us we're doing good. When nobody's sharing, it tells me I didn't nail it, right?
Yeah.
You get how cool that is? Now that's what's fun, because when you don't compromise. See, you know what I'm going to do for lunch today? I'm not going to bother imagining Victoria's yum. I'm going to imagine her going, yeah.
Whatever.
Because it's a lot easier, right? So I'll just, whatever, right? So what's for lunch today? Tomato.
A tomato.
It is.
Half a tomato each.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't say I was going to have half a tomato.
Right.
So what's for your lunch today, right? Yeah, it's a lot easier just to imagine her. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, just don't do that, right? Again, that whole thing of, well, I'm persisting and imagining her. Yeah, but it's not fun. I mean, it's like work. Every day I wake up and I imagine her. Yeah. Right, it's like, yeah, of course, it's not going to energize you. It's not going to excite you. It's not going to feed you. But more on that shortly.
Okay.
All right.
The next myth: mental diet. Skip snacks. Hide from the news.
Oh my God.
Every desire contains its own satisfaction to be fed upon.
Now, this is really good. This is one of those other ones we're going to have to read the whole quote. But read that again, because this is so important.
Every desire contains its own satisfaction to be fed upon.
If you compromise, there's no satisfaction. Me imagine her. Huh. That doesn't feed me. What feeds me is her. God, that was good. Right? You get it? That feeds me. A mental diet. When people think about diets, they think about, oh, I'm just still hungry. I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus what? What's a real diet? I discovered this thing called, what do we call it, Victor? It begins with a B, ends with an Aiken.
Bacon.
Bacon, right?
Oh, how did I guess that?
How did we guess that? Because I was eating, you all know about this. I was eating bacon-flavored crackers.
Yeah, that's right.
They cost like $3, $3.50 a box. I remember me and Pork Chop Maxwell looking at them, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right. Well, I look at BAKON, and it's like cheaper, right? And it's gooder for you. Turns out, right?
Yep.
So I get gooder stuff. I get gooder bacon, and I just eat that. Okay, now here's the whole thing. Let me see the thing. Every desire contains its own satisfaction to be fed upon. It's so much easier for me to enjoy what I actually like, right? Keep going, Victoria.
It's entirely up to you.
Now here's the big thing. Ready?
You may feed your hunger by thinking of your desire, or feed its satisfaction by thinking from its fulfillment.
Now you get the gold here. A daydream. Oh, I'm daydreaming about getting more pina coladas. I'm getting lost in the rain. Right? Yeah, all that dumb shit. Or what would your day really be like if you doubled your income and worked half the time? Right? Boom. See, that feeds me. I get to go to the, Pete asked me at the dog park today. He goes, because I've been waiting, right? See, I imagine this shit up. Because the pool's closed. Ready? 20, do you work or are you retired? Yup.
Yep.
I work. He's like, oh yeah, you work? Yeah, I've got my own business. Oh wow, I wish I had my own business. Well, you could. Not dead, can't quit. Right? Most people do. But I'll work till I die. Because I love it. You get it? Satisfaction. Most people work till they don't have to anymore. Right? Satisfaction. Continue, Victoria.
Okay. Up to the last one, I was just going to say, Valerie, you're a rock star sharer. Thank you.
Shaka. Look at that.
It's lovely. And the final myth, 3D reality stops me from feeling it real.
Oh no, everyone said.
If I'm still in the machine, I think the good things come only by accident or chance.
Keep going. Might as well read that one.
Let the wheel turn, for each must go through all the furnaces until he awakens and sees the whole universe as infinite response. The day will come when every person, at a certain degree of awakening, will freeze an activity within himself, and as it comes to a stop within him, that whole section is dead.
This is so cool, because this whole thing of be still and know, this is really, really cool, because literally you can stop time. You give life to it. You give life to a lot of stuff, right? I give life to Victoria's Yum. Believe me, it wouldn't take much to start giving life to her. Right? Unless she refuses it, then she'll still keep having yums, but I'll go, right? So, but it gets weird.
Yeah.
But this whole thing of really getting, let me look at that. If I'm still in the machine.
Matrix, sorry.
We're talking feeling small versus getting that you are what gives life to everything. When you really get that, this whole thing about persist, persist, Yeah, every time somebody writes me about persistence and I read their email or I listen between the lines a little bit, I get they feel small. And if you really look at all this today, as soon as you drop persist and engage with play, play every day. That whole Joseph Goddard thing, you're just going way back to the top. Before I get out of bed, I nail 5 to 10, 6 to 12, half a dozen, right? Wishes. And some people say, but those are the small ones, they're not important. Yeah, they are. Because I want you to get you're what gives life. When you get you're what gives life, you're not going to persist, you're going to play. And if something takes a day or two, something takes 4 years, it won't matter to you because you're having wins all the time. So, I think that's it for
That
today,
was it.
Victoria.
That's all I miss. Yep.
Persist.
So what we want to know is, tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
Yes.
Mine was that one part of the quote, you may feed your hunger by thinking of your desire, or feed its satisfaction by thinking from its fulfillment.
Yep.
That's lovely. That's my hashtag strawberry bit.
It's true. Oh, Mr. 20. There's thinking of. You can see it in everyone's body language. Or like, yeah, right. You can see that as well. And you can't fake it. So, my strawberry bit,
Yep.
I'll go with the same thing because that brings us back to size and speed. If you don't own your day, you don't own your destiny. Begin in the morning, nail your Joseph Goddards.
Yeah.
Take specific events of your day, have them already having had gone your way. And that's it. So, Vic and Victoria.
Yes, 20. So, that was our hashtag strawberry bits while you type in yours.
Yo, Lisa.
Go to
Triple D.
freeneville.com.
221 email pseudo.
Random goodness.
That's right.
easymanifesting.com. Go sign up. Do the 7 easy peasy lessons.
Don't walk
that
away
are
from
fun.
like seriously. This is a good indicator for us, right? This whole thing of like noticing. Will you take 10 minutes a day and just do the little assignments there? Seriously, I mean, you really get to know. Do you honestly believe in this stuff? Do you honestly believe in you? Are you willing to play? Or it's like, well, but Mr. 20, I let it all get away from me again. Boom.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yeah, 15 to 25 minutes a day. Cheapo cup of coffee.
Cheapo cup of coffee. Yes.
Look at all these triple D people
I know,
saying hi
I'm
back and
catching
forth.
a glimpse every now and again. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com. And thank you to our show sharers.
That's right. We really appreciate that, guys.
We do. Thank you, Valerie.
Let's see, we can't even pay for that.
Pay for show sharing.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we can play for it.
See, I got it. Brian said, seeing Victoria realise my pun. I got it.
You saw his pun.
Bone.
Pun.
Well, I didn't see his bone, but
Pun.
I worked it out.
Pun. That's right. All right.
Cool. Okay, you guys, have a great day, night, and we'll catch us tomorrow.
Tomorrow tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Wednesday?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yes.
Tomorrow we do it.
That's right. See ya.
See ya.